Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt with CJ Off-Road here with a product that's going to help you actually climb on top of your JK or JL Wrangler. Now, this is something I've wanted to try out for a while now. These are the Smittybilt Atlas Steps. These mount onto your door hinges onto your JK or JL Wrangler and allow you to climb up on top and kind of mess with the cargo or whatever else you got going on top of your Jeep. Now, I think that these would be really useful if you've got a rooftop tent or a roof rack, or you like to go on the trail and have anything that's going to be up top there while keeping your doors on. So this is a pretty neat product. It's constructed out of 1/8" steel and then features a zinc step, which can hold up to 350 pounds. Now, they're sold in pairs, and what I want to do is I want to install them onto our yellow Jeep and see how they work. I haven't tried these yet, so let's get them on and see how they do. So our 2008 JK 4-door is the perfect candidate for these steps. We take this thing out on the trail all the time. We're thinking about adding a rooftop tent to the top and want to be able to get up there and gain access to everything that we have going on the roof. We have a roof rack added in the future. As you can see, it's all muddy. You know, these hinges are perfect candidates to have the Smittybilt Atlas Steps put on. Now, the first step that you're going to want to do, and make sure not to forget this one, is to actually shim your doors. So we've used a couple pieces of cardboard, folded them up so they're really strong, and slid it underneath the door before we even touch the hinge bolts. This is going to make sure that your door properly closes after you get them on and the alignment won't be thrown off. Don't forget that step. So make sure you do that, and then you're going to use a T50 Torx bit to get all 4 of those bolts removed. You can toss them because you get new bolts with a kit. So let's get started. Okay, guys, using that T50 Torx bit to get these factory bolts removed. And then there's the second one. So now we'll pull them off the lower section as well. Now, onto these lower hinges, they're pretty rough. As you can see, basically what happens with this is actually an aluminum hinge onto a steel door, and Jeep doesn't coat the inside there, so there's no separation. It's raw aluminum on raw steel, so what you have is some chemical reactions that go into there and cause bubbles, and then the paint peels off like this because it has nowhere to escape. If yours look like this, don't worry, we've got a set of Smittybilt hinges you can install while you're doing this, really clean that up. But for now, we're gonna leave them go just to do this install. We'll be swapping these out pretty soon. Then once you get all 4 of these factory bolts out, we're gonna be ready to install our Atlas door step. All right, guys, to get this set up in order to get it on the hinges, what you're going to do is first grab the included hardware that Smittybilt provides, put a washer underneath that, and then on the back side, use the rubber gasket. That's gonna protect your door hinge when you put that on there and tighten it down. They've also included these conical washers that are gonna go right into that and eliminate that gap that would have been caused if you just tried to suck this down. So what you're gonna do is put them on this way, so they sit like that. Do that on both sides. And then we're gonna take all that we just assembled, get it into place, and just, and we're gonna get the bolts started. Make sure you repeat the exact same process here on the lower part of the hinge. Then we're gonna get all these included bolts tightened up with a T40 Torx bit. Get them all tightened up. I'm gonna start with the top here and then move on to the lower section. Just evenly go back and forth and make sure that they properly seat and push in. Well, we've got it all bolted up here. This is looking pretty nice. This zinc plated section will pull down and then you can step on there. Now this has some adjustability too. You can loosen up. Personally, I like it a bit tighter like that. Makes it a little bit harder to pull down. However, when it's up, you'll be sure that it's not gonna fall down on the trail. These things are looking pretty nice. Underneath, we've actually got a bottle opener too, for any non-alcoholic beverages that you have out on the trail. Stay sober, my friends. But anyways, nice step. Let's get the other one on the rear hinge, and then I'm gonna step on these and hopefully I don't fall off. Without the Smittybilt Atlas step, I'd never be able to get this high up on the Jeep. I'm really glad I added it. You can access the roof rack, you can get on top here. I've seen things up here that I haven't been able to see without this step, so it's definitely a good purchase, and you're gonna get 2. So you can do one side of a 4-door, or you can do the front doors of a 2-door JK. Now, to find these, as well as many other great parts for your Jeep, be sure to check out cjponyparts.com.